on VHS, I have the premiere episodes Star Trek, Star Trek The Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, and Voyager. I have The Cage, No Man Has Gone Before, Overnight Maneuver, God's Women, The Enemy Within, The Man Trap, The Naked Time, Charlie X, Balance of Terror, What Are Little Girls Made Of, Figure of the Mind, Mary, Conscience of the King, Galileo 7, Court Martial, Menagerie Parts 1 and 2, Shore Leave, The Squire of the Gothos, Arena, The Alternative Factor, Tomorrow is Yesterday, Return of the Archons, A Taste of Armageddon, Space Seed, This Side of Paradise, The Devil in the Dark, End of Mercy, City on the Edge of Forever, Operation Annihilate, Cat's Paw, Metamorphosis, Friday's Child, Who Mourns for Adonis, Among Time, The Doomsday Machine, Wolf in the Fold, The Apple, Mirror Mirror, Deadly Years, The Trouble with Trebles, Bread and Circuses, The Gamesters of Triskelion, Obsession, The Immunity Syndrome, A Piece of the Action, By Any Other Name, Return to Tomorrow, Patterns of Force, The Ultimate Computer, The Omega Glory, Assignment Earth, Spectre of the Gun, Ellen of Troyes, The Paradise Syndrome, The Enterprise Incident, And the Children Shall Lead, Is There in Truth No Beauty, The Empath, The Tholian Web, For the World is Hollow and I Have Touched the Sky, Day of the Dove, Plato's Stepchildren, Wink of an Eye, That Which Survives, Let That Be Your Last Battlefield, Whom Gods Destroy, The Mark of Gideon, The Lights of Zatar, The Cloud Miners, The Way to Eden, Requiem for Methuselah, The Savage Curtain, All Our Yesterdays, Turnabout Intruder. I have Star Trek The Animated Series Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4, Volume 5, Volume 6, Volume 7, Volume 8, Volume 9, Volume 10, and Volume 11. I have William Shatner's Star Trek Memories. I have this box set of the first 6 Star Trek films. Star Trek The Next Generation, I have Encounter at Farpoint, The Naked Now, Where No One Has Gone Before, The Last Outpost, Lonely Among Us, Justice, The Battle, Hide and Q, Angel 1, Home Soil, When the Bow Breaks, A Matter of Honor, Yesterday's Enterprise, Best of Both Worlds Part 1, Best of Both Worlds Part 2, The Wounded, Devil's Due, Clues, First Contact, Galaxy's Child, Night Terrors, Identity Crisis, Half Alive, The Host, The Mind's Eye, In Theory, Power Play, The First Duty, Time Zero Part 2, Man of the People, Rascals, The Chase, Timescape, Interface, Parallels, The Pegasus, Journey's End, Preemptive Strike, All Good Things, Journey's End, The Saga of Star Trek The Next Generation. I have this box set of the first 7 Star Trek films. Star Trek First Contact, Star Trek Insurrection, Star Trek Nemesis. I have the Star Trek 25th Anniversary Special VHS. Star Trek Deep Space Nine, I have Babel. If Wishes Were Horses. Duet. Crossover. The Jemadar. The Search Part 1. Past Tense Part 2. Faces. Indestruction. Homefront. Shattered Mirror. The Muse. Apocalypse Rising. Let He Who Is Without Sin. The Ascent. In the Cards. For Star Trek Voyager, I have Caretaker. Parallax. Phage. The Cloud. Emanations. State of Flux. Learning Curve. Projections. Elogram. Intentions. Tattoo. Life Signs. False Prophets. Flashback. Remember. The Swarm. And The Q and the Gray. I have some non-Star Trek VHS narrated by Patrick Stewart, From Here to Infinity and the Planets. On DVD, I have Star Trek Discovery Season 1 and Season 2, the best of Star Trek the Original Series, the complete series of Star Trek the Original Series, the complete animated series, the Star Trek Motion Picture Trilogy, Star Trek the Original Motion Picture Collection, the first 6 films, Star Trek The Next Generation, the complete series, Star Trek The Next Generation Motion Picture Collection, Generations through Nemesis, Star Trek Voyager Season 5, Star Trek the 2009 reboot, Star Trek Into Darkness, Star Trek Beyond, Star Trek Picard Season 1, Mind Meld, and Trekkies and Trekkies 2. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will be posting again soon.